Hi everyone, today we'll be learning about a different type of operator which are called assignment operators. We'll be having two videos on assignment operators. So here we go. So over here you can see another program. At the top as usual, so we're going to learn today, then the rules and lastly the program. Today we'll be learning about some of the assignment operators. And the assignment operators that we're going to be learning about today include the equal sign, then this is equal to this plus this. Same with minus, multiplication, and division. So over here, most of the stuff are new to you. Let's start with equal. So over here, I've defined a variable called a and I've set it to 1. After that, I've defined a variable called b and set it to 2. And lastly, a variable called c and set it to 3. Then I've defined a variable called adding and I've set it to b plus c and then I'm printing it. So when I run this, it's saying 5. Because b is 2 and c is 3, so 3 plus 2 is 5. So that's a way you can add inside a variable. Then we've got, after that we've got this is equal to this plus this. So I can just comment this print, oops, sorry about that. I can comment this print statement. And so we're going to be starting with the original method. So the original method is a plus equal to b. So what I'm doing is when I run this, so basically when I run this, it's saying 3. Because the value of a is 1 and the value of b is 2, so the result is 3. So you might have gotten what I'm doing over here. So basically all I'm doing is that I'm adding a and b. So I'm adding a and b. Then there's another way you can do this. This is the way I mostly prefer because it makes more sense to me compared to this one. Because whenever I see this sign, it always gets me thinking something else and I just don't like that, which is why this is the way I always use. And of course it prints the same thing. So if I comment that, then when I run this, it's saying 3. Then we've got the same, after that we've got the same thing with subtraction. So I can comment this one, this. After that we can uncomment this one, right? And again we can start with the original method. So over here what I've done is I'm doing the same thing. So I'm doing a minus equal to b. So basically I'm doing a is equal to a minus b. That's all I'm doing. So when I run this, it's saying -1 because there's a big and small problem in subtraction. So we can try taking some bigger numbers. Perhaps instead of writing a and b, we can say numbers like 25, but of course that's not a variable. So basically this method only works with variables. So I can just change that back to a. So we have to change the value of a instead. So we have to be we can change the value of a to 25, and you can change the value of b to 10, maybe. So now when I run this, the result is 15 because 25 minus 10 is 15. Now we can change these back to the original values. Right, so after that, basically what's happening over here, is the exact same thing. So I'm doing a is equal to a minus b, and so I'm basically saying the same thing but in another way. After that, we've got the same thing in multiplication. So I'm doing a is equal to a times b and a times equal to b. They both mean the exact same thing, so I'll comment 1. And now when I run this, it's saying 2 because 2 times 1 is 2. and it's going to say the same thing over here. So when I run this, same thing too. Then after that, we've got the same thing in division again. So that's what you do with division. So you just put this. So basically, what you might have noticed is that all you have to do is put the sign of the operator you want in front of the equal sign if you're using the original method. So you just put the sign and then equal to and the second variable name. And if you're doing it my way, then all you have to do is the variable equal to variable sign other variable. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Bye for now.